Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, viewers. Welcome to another Sunday stream. Me, Mr.Surtees, playing Train Sim World. As you can see from the thumbnail, if you saw the thumbnail, we are doing some Voyager action this week. If I can get into the game, it's refusing to start. There we go. Yes, so we are specifically looking at the Voyager and playing that. We'll go to the train depot and select it and timetable. Here we are. Here's the Voyager. We have a range of different versions of it, and of course we have some wrong bit. Train depot. Go back there. Start again. Right. Here we are. Yes, that's what I was going to do. A range of liveries that we've downloaded from Creators Club as well. We've got the refurbished version, which we're going to run, I think, first. And we've got a range of routes that we can run this particular unit on. I think we'll start down here in Plymouth. I know we said we'd left the Devonshire home. Farming logo on still, thank you. I'll make that invisible. And we'll pop the trains logo on instead. Thank you very much, Dougie. There we are. There we go, that's better. Good evening, Dougie. Thank you for joining and for letting me know the wrong graphic was up as well. There we are, right. So, I think we will run one of these services here somewhere. Should we go from Paynton to Exeter rather than from Plymouth to Exeter? I don't know. 40 minutes. Or shall we do from Derby back to Plymouth? Let's do that. It's not often we go from somewhere into Plymouth. We often have run Plymouth out. We'll do that one, I think. And we'll do driver. I'm unable to locate my headset. The game sound at the moment. Let's have a look where we put it. Just move that aside and I will grab the headset so I can make sure that the game sounds okay in my ears as well. Okay, here we go. Right. Here we are then. 1 Victor 42 Derby 2 Plymouth. I'm not hearing any game sounds. Why is that? There we are. Right. We're good to go. I think. Let's get that on. Let's get that on as well. I think we're good to go. Let's have a look at the train itself. In a refurbished livery. There we are. We also have, I think that's one of Jason's liveries, a Central 158, obviously on loan to Great Western. And also here seems we have a East Midlands train 158 on loan as well, running services from Exeter to Exmouth. No, I don't know where that's going. That one's come in to Exeter, so that's having come in from somewhere and that's heading out somewhere else, I would imagine. Yeah, right. We've got a 150 coming from Exmouth here. Just trying to get some decent camera. Go to an 8 camera. Right, so that's going to Exmouth. That's the Exmouth service there. Don't have the Exmouth line, not yet anyway. Maybe someone will develop it, I don't know. And then our train is here. We're ready to go, so we can... Oh, we didn't unlock the doors. We should have unlocked the doors, we didn't. I was having a look around and failed to think about opening the doors for the passengers. Anyway, we're good to go in a minute. Let's get that loaded up. There we are. Lock the doors. Hopefully the game sounds are coming through fine. Let me know if they're not. Why is that not staying where it should be? Let's tighten that up a bit.
The next station is Newton Abbot.
Yes, it is. You're right.
Cross-country service to Plymouth.
So we're leaving Exeter, heading to Newton Abbot, and then onwards. Newton Abbot, Totnes, and then into Plymouth, our hometown, of course. We haven't got the headlights on, I've just noticed. There we are. This is actually a double unit, so we've got our refurbished unit at the front, and then trailing is our traditional cross-country unit. In the old livery, it is now an old livery. We are starting to see them be refurbished with the new look. Here we are. As we go around the corner, we'll jump back into the cab, and we'll increase our throttle. Through Exeter St. Thomas. And accelerating up to line speed, which is 75 at the moment. We continue to accelerate up to 100 as we leave Exeter behind, and we're coming through Marsh Barton. I hope everyone's had a good week. Mine's been, I don't know, a mix. It hasn't been too busy. Had a couple of evenings where I was out doing stuff, but other than that, no, nothing really to report. Fairly chilled. We have a reduced speed coming up, so we do need to lower our speed down to 40. We have a speed restriction. That's part of the faults and everything that we have on. I don't think we've got train faults switched on at the moment. I'm going to silence my phone as well, because that's going to be distracting otherwise, isn't it? What was I looking at? Oh yeah, that's right. Options, that's what we were looking at, wasn't it? We're going to look at options and the vehicle substitutions, that's enabled. Player assist, was that it? Expert mode, no that's not it. HUD and gameplay, I think it's on here somewhere, isn't it? The train faults. Nope, not that one. General? Is it in here? Random behaviour, so we have temporary speed restrictions low, signal delays normal, and then we have train behaviour faults. I've disabled them. Not a fan. They've been happening. They happen too much for my liking, I think, at the moment. So I've disabled them. But if you want to have them on, have them on. It's up to you. So that's just reminding me I need to slow down for the upcoming 40-mile-an-hour reduction. I need to do a bit more braking than that, I think. There's the reduction sign. And now we can speed back up again. It was only a short little bit where we had to slow down to 40. Now we can get our speed back up. Hopefully we get no more of those. So we're going to continue accelerating up to 100 as we make our way to Newton Abbot. We're not stopping at Dawlish or any services in between, any stations. So let's do that. I'm going too fast. I changed to 75 and I didn't realise. There's a 150 just coming through. As we continue on our way, approaching Dawlish. Past Starcross first, and then on to Dawlish. power on. Welcome if you are new to the channel as well and you're watching for the first time. Hello. You are more than welcome. Haven't seen Jason yet. I'm wondering whether he missed the Discord ping or he's lurking in the background. He's usually here. What's that we've got there? We've got 166. Yep. Late braking for the speed limit. Oh, we've done it. I'm actually not going to power up. I was going to open the accelerator for a second there. Although the line speed is 65, we do soon have to slow down to 60. As we come into Dawlish itself properly. We're not stopping, of course. And then we're going through the tunnel. I still maintain this is one of the more scenic routes of the game, or the most scenic route of the game. I'm not sure what's going on with this tunnel inside. I think the graphics have decided to play up on us again. So that's why we're getting weird looking textures inside the tunnels. The livery looks fine, but that's usually the first sign that something's gone wrong. It's the train textures act up. It is having a problem, isn't it? It's having a moment. Let's accelerate. Anyway, we'll try and ignore that. Hang on. It says for you. Okay. Probably is. No, I didn't think it would come on a Sunday, but there we are. Right, anyway. A parcel I was not expecting. Anyway, right, let's get back to it. What's this we have coming the other way? Is that the GWR? Yes, it is. There we are. Yes. So the graphics are sort of holding out, but at the same time sort of not. We're seeing a lot of pop in. Hopes for Train Sim World 7, eh? If they can't fix... Well, yeah. They can't fix the texture issue. I know they've made some small improvements to some locos and bits and pieces, and they are, you know, working on it, but with the somewhat impending arrival or announcement of Train Sim World 7, perhaps, nothing's confirmed. And the announcement, that's something we need to talk about. The announcement that they are finally, and it's not a moment too soon in my opinion, finally abandoning Gen 8 and leaving Gen 8 behind. I know people are like moaning about it on the Discord saying, oh, you know, but not everyone can afford it. Well, you've had 13 years or so. You know, you've had a fair time. How long has the Xbox Series S and X been out? How long has the PlayStation 5 been out? What, 6, 7 years, something like that now? You've had time to save up to get a console. It's a difficult one, isn't it? Not everyone can afford it. I get that. And they're more expensive now than they've ever been because of the memory crisis. But progress is a thing, and, you know, times change, technology changes all the time. And, yeah, I think it's the right thing for Train Sim World and other games to start leaving behind the previous generation and properly optimizing for the current generation and potentially future. I mean, how far away are we from the next gen? You know, a couple of years, if that, maybe? We've already heard rumours about the PlayStation 6, and we're hearing rumours about the next Xbox being a PC Xbox hybrid thing. The Steam machine has been rumoured and talked about, although the cost of it is quite prohibitive, of course. With the memory crisis as well at the moment, you know, the memory card crisis, that's something else that's pushing prices up. You know, how long will we see the current generation because of prices on memory? But Dovetail, I think, are doing the right thing. They're finally hearing the majority of the community that have moved to next gen, current gen, and going, when are you going to leave PS4 and Xbox One behind? When are you going to stop supporting it because it is harming the game? And they finally listened, right? And that can only be a good thing. You might have a differing opinion, and this is mine. I genuinely think it is a good thing to finally be leaving Gen 8 behind. Anyway, we are 2 miles away from Newton Abbot. We're getting an AWS ping. We need to go down to 60. I did have a little freeze then. That was weird. We are now coming into Newton Abbot. The race course still
We are now
absent
approaching Newton Abbot.
on the right hand
Please
side there,
take
but
all
hey ho.
your belongings with you.
Please mind the gap between the train and the platform, and take care when stepping down from the train.
We have another Voyager coming out of Plymouth and pulling out of Newton Abbot by the looks of it. Yeah.
This is Newton Abbot. This is a...
So we are now stopped at Newton Abbot and we're going to load our passengers. And then we'll be heading onwards to Totnes and then into Plymouth itself. And we've got a couple of minutes to wait, so we will just do that. We'll have a look at the bingo card. I don't think we've got anything on the bingo this time around. Last week you did alright. I am going to give you 2 bingos off the bat because that one, we also are going to just take that off. And we're going to take that off because we haven't spared. But you are going to get that one, and we're going to get rid of that one. And we can't blame Jason because he's not here. There you go, you get 2 bingos for free this evening. About time they dropped 8th gen, hopefully a better TSW7 if we get it. Yeah, exactly. This is the thing, isn't it? Hopefully, with them dropping support for Gen 8, we see better optimization in Train Sim World 7. If we get it, we may just get a, you know, a bit of an update, and we won't get a TSW7. I have no idea. However, given that they've been doing yearly updates for the past however many years now, rather than it just being, you know, an incremental update every couple of years or whatever it used to be, given that we've been getting a yearly update, I would imagine that before too long, I would say probably the end of August, we'll be getting some news about Train Sim World 7 or the next version of Train Sim World. Maybe they'll start using it, calling it, you know, Train Sim World 26 or Train Sim World 27. A bit like how Apple stopped saying, you know, iOS 11, iOS 12, iOS whatever, and actually started putting the year number on their yearly updates. Maybe we'll get something like that. I don't know. Be interesting to see what the next thing to come is. You know, do we think we'll see Tadami line before Train Sim World 7 comes out? I mean, they've said it's coming very soon, but then they delayed it. 25th of August probably at Dovetail Direct. Yes, that's probably right. Yes, they are doing a Dovetail Direct. That will be probably when they do an announcement of Train Sim World 7. Let's lock the doors while we're talking. We're a minute late departing, but that's okay. But yes, you're right, 25th of August probably at Dovetail Direct. That's when we'll get news, and we'll find out what the next core routes are, potentially. If we're going to get core routes, if we're going to get TSW7, what's next, possibly, for Thomas and Friends. I know there's been some news that there is some stuff coming for Thomas and Friends Wander to Sodor. I'm excited to see what's next for that. I haven't played it for a long little while, and Amelia's been asking about doing a stream again for us with Thomas and Friends, so we're going to have to set something like that up before the summer holidays are out, I think. But yes, we need to do some more Thomas and Friends. It's been too long. So we got 7 miles to Totnes, so we'll just carry on our merry way towards Totnes and then onwards to Plymouth. Not calling it Ivy Bridge, not on this service. Cross-country services rarely stop at Ivy Bridge, usually GWR, and it's usually sort of early morning, late evening, sort of things like that. Anyway. Oh, an HST. There we are. Even though they don't run anymore in real life, it's nice to see them running the Great Western Express lines in game. It's a nice little sort of testament to them and their service. Of course. We need to go down to 55 round these bends. Coming into some of the steepest gradients now. Give it some power. Again, the texture issue coming into play in the tunnels, particularly, just looks awful. But now we've got a 2.7% gradient downhill. Oh. Managing the braking just to maintain the speed now. Excuse me. And for those of you who are more into your farming, the next episode of the Farming Sim series did go up earlier on today. Thank you to Dougie for letting me know that the wrong video went up first. That has since been deleted, and the correct video is now up and live for your viewing pleasure when you feel like popping over and watching some farming. So we've got that as well for you, and we'll try and get some more stuff out in the next week or so as well. Some bus bound to come, I think, and we'll do some heavy cargo. I know I keep saying it, but we will get there. We'll find a time somehow. We can increase our speed a little bit to 55. As we head into Totnes. No Jason yet tonight. I wonder what's up with Jason. Oh. No idea. Not seen a message from him or anything, so I'm assuming he's probably busy with family. Not a problem. Anyway, right. We are fast approaching Totnes now. If you have never been to Devon before and you're looking for somewhere interesting to go, Totnes would be the place I would recommend. It's a quirky little town, and it's a nice place to visit as well. Some interesting shops and things there. And of course you've got the Rare Breeds Farm, the Otter and Butterfly Sanctuaries, and of course you've got South Devon Railway, the steam railway preservation line that runs between Totnes, Riverside and Buckfastleigh. It's a great 7-mile stretch of railway. It's one of my favourite places to visit. So we are now coming into Totnes. The railway just alongside us in a moment. On the right hand side. We're going to slow down to 45.
We are now approaching Totnes.
So there's Totnes Riverside. There's a 101 sat at the station at the moment. One of Jason's favourites. And we are coming into platform 1. Yes. Perfect stop. Of course it would be. When do I ever get it wrong? Quite often actually. There we are. Right. Let's shut the doors then. And we will be on our way.
The next station is Plymouth. This is a cross-country service to Plymouth.
There we are. Onwards to Plymouth, 20 miles to go. Need to give it a little bit of power out because we do have another gradient, and we've got a couple more of those between Newton Abbot and Plymouth. Some rather steep climbs over the banks and then descending into Plymouth finally as our final destination on this run, and then we'll look at another route. We'll see where we're at. Let's accelerate up to 60. Evening, finally home. What a day. Oh. Have you been anywhere nice? Here's Jason. By the way, we were asking about you, where you were and what you might be up to. And here you are, as if by magic. Here is Jason. So Jason's finally here. It missed a couple of bingos. Nothing major. Just the 2 free ones that I give you when I'm running this route. Which of course are, I love this route, and I've been here. Which I've given you the wrong one. I love this route, and I've given you Heckled. Now, that's not the right one. That's the one we should be giving you. Been it. There we are. We haven't been heckled by Amelia, so that's fine. There we are. Right, so those 2 are the ones currently. I did DM you. Did you not get it? I don't believe so. We're slowing down for some reason. Hang on. Ooh. Yes, I did. Yes. Sorry, I did see it. No, I mean I got it. I just didn't see it. Oh, you're at the air show. Okay. Oh, that was today. Yes, I seem to remember you went a few years ago, and you took some pictures of stuff. I assume you go every year now, so that's fine. But you're here now. Yeah. And also Nightbot has decided to wake up. Welcome to the stream. If you are new here. Yes, I'm assuming that the air show was good despite any problems you had on the way home. It's been a while since I've been to an air show. Probably because of the reasons that you're stating. I mean, we don't even go to the fireworks championships in Plymouth anymore. They're happening this week coming, but we probably won't go because it's a nightmare getting back. No extra buses given the event, even more so with kids travelling free. Yeah, exactly. This is one of the reasons why I'm like, yeah, the fireworks championship is on this coming week. I think it's Wednesday and Thursday. And then it's the eclipse as well at the same time, and the Perseid meteor shower happening on the same night on the Wednesday, I believe. And it's just going to be chaos. I'm just not going to do it. You know, trying to get in, trying to get out again at like 10, 11 o'clock at night. It's just going to be ridiculous. I'm not going to bother. We'll watch the live stream or something from home. They usually live stream it on YouTube or something. If we watch it at all. Yeah. I can't say I'm overly bothered. If it was just me, then I might make the effort, but it's not. It's, you know, dragging me and then Tash and Amelia in, sitting there, you know, until sort of 9:30 for the things to start, and then it's like 11 by the time you even get off the road to come home. Buses being what they are. Yeah, it's just not worth it. Anyway, we are going to continue onwards to Plymouth. The Jaffa Cakes version is better. Yeah, of course. Who doesn't like a Jaffa Cake, right? So 16 miles now to go into Plymouth as we essentially head back from our summer holidays elsewhere in the country, and we're heading home to Devon. On this particular route, we will head off again and find a different route. What on earth is going on with these graphics? Bloody awful. Did you hear about the oopsie on Southeastern the other day? No, I didn't. What happened? Let's just give it some more power. But probably the cloudy anyways when the eclipse happens. Well, they've claimed it'll be clear skies. Which, you know, they're clear at the moment, but whether it will continue this week. The weather meant to be clear through the whole week, and temperatures set to increase again down here. But you know, you say that, and then come the fireworks championships, it'll be cloudy and raining. I mean, we had a good August in the run up to the fireworks last year, and then it rained on both nights, and they had problems getting the first display started because it was wet, and eventually they did start about 20 minutes late. But yeah, good evening, Flying Trucker. I did see you pop in there. Good evening. So yeah, I mean, you know, fireworks is fireworks, isn't it? I don't know. I'm not as interested in fireworks as I used to be. You know what I mean? It's just, you're literally just spending loads and loads of money just to watch it all go up in smoke. Yes, the colours look nice, but round here they don't tend to go for the pretty looking ones. They go for the ones that are loud. Like, oh, who can set up the loudest fireworks? Like New Year's and fireworks night round here is just a nightmare. It's not like, ooh, it's, ooh, that was loud. There's no style to it. You know what I mean? It seems to be a contest now of how obnoxious can we be and how pissed off can we make our neighbours and their pets by having the loudest fireworks that we can get our hands on. No. I think they should be banned apart from public professionally organised displays. That's my viewpoint. You may have a different one, that's fine. But that's mine. Some dipstick authorised a 465 to run in the Medway Valley line. They don't fit on the platforms and have no SDO, and the only way to guard is from the rear cab. Ooh. Well, that was stupid, wasn't it? Right. Anyway, let's increase our speed a little bit. We go up the hill. The graphics are struggling a little bit, it seems. Just saw that 802 struggling a little bit with the textures. I hate them because our next door neighbours were throwing them about last year and nearly hit me. Yeah, well, that's just not on. I mean, that's half the problem, isn't it? Just idiots being idiots and just having no responsibility. There we are. Anyway, the same sort of people who probably like Tommy Robinson. You've been hit with a texture hit. The 802 and that tunnel looked bad. Yes, it did. We had some issues around about Dawlish as well, and then it seemed to correct itself. And then, yeah, the tunnels are the main ones, and those caravans there that you can see as we went past. So yeah, we've had a texture issue. Delivery on this looks fine. That's absolutely no problem at all. The Voyager itself, not a problem. don't mind them to an extent, but hate them as a dog owner. Yeah, if we ever get a dog, then obviously I'm going to really have an issue. I mean, the cat tends to just take itself away and hide in the house somewhere. But it does get a little bit anxious around like New Year when there's lots of fireworks. And they don't wait till midnight around here. You know, it's like 10:30. They're setting them off, and it's like, yeah, it's not New Year yet. You know, you've got an hour and a half. Can you not tell the time? Education standards in Plymouth are not high. Apparently. I will put a disclaimer on that. Apparently, education standards aren't the best in this fine city of ours. They could be better, but I suppose that's true of everywhere, right? Let's not, yeah. Let's not tarnish Plymouth on its own. There are areas across the country where education needs to be better, right? Anyway, moving on. We seem to have stumbled into Politics Corner. We will swiftly leave Politics Corner. As we start to descend a little bit towards Plymouth, we're 12 miles out now. As we come across the first of our viaducts. I can never remember the name of the village here. No, it's gone. I used to know it. It's not Ugborough, that's somewhere else. It's near Ugborough. And then we've got the China Blah, 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 try again. The China Works, China Clay Works, just here on the right hand side. Like so. It's a clay place. It's a China Works, China factory, China Works. And we need to slow down just a bit. So we're heading through sort of like Leamore, Cornwood, and that sort of way, Sparkwell direction. Out towards Dartmoor Zoo. And this is the area that it is in. We come towards Ivy Bridge, which is right here. Some braking on as we descend a little bit more. Across the second of our viaducts, out near Hamerden now. Around the back of Ivy Bridge. And coming in towards Plimpton. And back of Langage. my one of my friends who don't start with your mumbling. Where have you been the last few weeks? They've been here. They've been, around. Yeah, no, I just had an update from a friend who is a counsellor, was a counsellor for Reform, and is now no longer. They have resigned from Reform due to a Facebook row which had erupted within Reform Plymouth, and over a post that one of the Reform counsellors for Plymouth commented on, advocating for the shooting of immigrants on the borders of this country, and also commenting on a post particularly that said that Polish border guards were now able, a bill had been passed in Poland where border guards were able to shoot immigrants on sight as they crossed the border, and the councillor had remarked that that was the right thing to do to protect the country, and why wouldn't we want that to happen here? A row has erupted within Reform UK and within Reform Plymouth, and my friend has stepped down from the party and is now independent councillor. So yeah, it's all over the news at the moment, and yeah, that's another little sort of traipse into Political Corner for you, and we'll quickly move on from that. But yeah, I'm just looking at my WhatsApp and it's all going completely bonkers. Ah, dear. Fun and games, right? Fun and games. Anyway, we'll get back to trains. We are 7.4 miles away from Plymouth now. We're descending down the incline and this one of the Devon banks down into Plymouth itself, heading towards Plimpton first, where there are rumours that people have been calling for a train station, a small sort of a local train station, a halt sort of thing, as part of a Plymouth metro service, similar to what they're doing in Cornwall with like a metro service. With the 175s, they want a similar sort of thing to happen in Plymouth, and have, you know, small sort of two-car service stopping at the local stations. That would be like St Budo, Keyham, Devonport, a station at Lara, and another one at Plimpton. We have slowed down quite considerably. Let's pick up the pace. And there's been lots of discussion about it. I don't know whether it will happen. It'd be good. Would improve the transport links a little bit, but I don't know. I don't see it happening personally. I advocate for it, but I don't see it happening. Don't stop with mumbling. Needs to just stretch a little bit. There we are, right. Let's get up to the 80 mile an hour. We're 6 miles out now. Finally stopping the goalkeeper going to pretending to be what? Hey. Finally stopping the goalkeeper going to pretending to be injured this season. In relation to what team, Dougie? So descending now, I think this is, what is this called? I can't remember this bank, what it's called. I did know, and then my memory's shocking, I forgot. It's not Carrington. It's not Dainton, that's further out. Yeah, anyway. Can't for the life of me remember what it is. But yes, we are coming into Plimpton. So we've got the industrial estate either side of us. And then we've got Plimpton here. The fire station is around here. So about there, that's the fire station actually. Just there on the left. So we quickly approach Plymouth now. Oh, it's a 66. That's interesting. Oh, a nuclear train. Okay, coming out of Devonport probably. Bit of a surprise. Round back of Marsh Mills. Coming into Tavistock Junction. So this is Tavistock Junction coming up now. And we've slowed down too much again. All leagues. I don't know what you mean, Dougie. All leagues. I don't know what you mean. Which team in particular? You said finally stopping the goalkeeper going due pretending to be injured. I don't know what you mean. Sorry. It's not. Right, so round into Marsh Mills now. Oh, I see what you mean. Okay, thank you, Jason. That explains it a bit better. Sorry, Dougie, I couldn't get the context of what you were saying. No, that's fine. Yeah, I know what you mean. Goalie's fake injury to kill other team's momentum. Oh, so it's... Oh. Okay, right. So goalie's pretending to be injured to stop the momentum of the game. Right. So they're putting a stop to it. Okay. Alright. Makes sense. Right, so we've gone through Marsh Mills and we've gone past the Sainsbury's. And we are approaching Lara Depot on the left there. And we've got some HSTs in there as well. We'll reduce our power. We do need to get down to 60 and eventually down to 25 as we approach Plymouth. So this is Lara, and the rumours state that they want to reopen the station, which is about here, around here somewhere, as part of the metro. That they want to bring in, I don't know. Anyway, right. Past Efford and Lipson, with Greenbank up on the hill. This building on the left is student accommodation, I believe. And then we go through this tunnel under Mutley Park, which is just there ahead of us in real life. There's a park there, Mutley Park. We go under the tunnel, under the whole of Mutley Plain, out underneath the car park, which is about to be above us any second now. So just here, this is a car park.
We are now approaching
And we need to slow
where
down.
this train terminates. Please take all your belongings with you.
Please mind the gap between the train and
The
platform.
old Eye Infirmary just ahead of us on the right hand side there.
On behalf of the on-train crew, thank you for travelling across
Apparently we need to go down to 15.
Wish
I
you a
don't know
safe
why.
and pleasant onward journey.
We need to go down. I thought it was 25. So this is the old Eye Infirmary. This building here. It's apartments or something now. And as we have often said, I used to live over here in one of these houses. In fact, number 5 it used to be. One over there somewhere, one of those. We are coming into platform 8, where this service terminates, and we'll jump on and do another service on a different route, I think. Let's just slow ourselves down. Yeah, that'll do. So here we are in Plymouth, my hometown. Well, I say hometown, my current place of residence. The controller batteries are low. Oh, right. I shall get some new batteries in. There we go. Sorted. Lock the doors. And there we go. Service complete. Silver. We'll take that, I suppose. I don't know why, but yeah. Continue. We will go to the main menu. And we'll look at the next service to run with the Voyager. Just wait for the game to load. Bunch of idiots they are. Right, okay. Anyway, right. To the trains. Train depot again. Timetable. We are looking for the Voyager, which is probably up here. There it is. Let's look at... Let's run the Grand Central one. Let's do... Birmingham to Crewe, let's do that one. Oh gosh. Modern timetable? Yeah, let's do modern timetable. And we'll do a... what we got? 37-minute service. Yes. And I'm going to just change the weather slightly. Light clouds. Like so. There we are. And we're going to go to driver. And we're going to run this service. And then we're going to see where we're at and what time we have. I don't know that we'll be able to run too many more services. There we are. Dovetail Direct, August 25th, 2026 at 1700 UTC. For news of any potential Train Sim World 7. And what that might bring, and news of Thomas and Friends, I believe. Jason put eyeballs in. I believe Jason knows what we might be seeing. We have a 66 all the way up there. We have our Grand Central service. unlock the doors. Let's get the train set up. Headlights on. We want that one on, and we want that one forwards, and we'll press that. So we are ready to depart as soon as the passengers are loaded. And I can only hope that the texture issues behave themselves on this route now, and also that we don't crash, whether that's me going through a red signal or the game just kicking us out, right? I can only hope that those are things that get eradicated by better optimization for current gen consoles, having had the news, of course, that Gen 8 is now being abandoned. And about time too, as we have said earlier on in the stream. So 66 is leaving with its rake of wagons, empty I believe. And Gamecom 2630, where we might hear more about ETS2 and ATS and other games we are waiting for. Yes! We're waiting for news of Euro Truck Sim 2 and ATS on console, and of course Road Kings, which is one of the games out of those three that I'm potentially most hyped about. That's not to say I'm not hyped about ETS 2 and ATS. I have played both versions via GeForce Now and various other means, and Steam, which they work on Mac, but they're not great. Obviously, because a Mac is not really designed for playing games. But I have played them.
The next station
but
is
yes,
Wolverhampton.
console is where I
This is
mainly
the
play.
cross-country service
And
to Bournemouth.
come on. There we go. Right, we are departing. So yes, there are a few games I'm waiting for. I'd like to hear more news about Light No Fire as well from the makers of No Man's Sky. Amelia and I were playing that earlier, as well as a bit of farming sim together, which was interesting. But yeah, there's a few games I'm sort of waiting for news about. I'd like to see a little bit more from Giants as well, with regards to the new Alpacas and Beans pack. I haven't seen an awful lot said about it beyond what I've seen from like Mr.Surtees and DJ Goem and stuff like that. I'd like to see a bit more, some more gameplay or something. It's probably there, I probably just haven't seen it. I shall go and look after the stream. Wolverhampton next stop, first stop even, so we are calling at Wolverhampton and Birmingham New Street only. As we take our Grand Central service. Up to 90 miles an hour as we head towards Wolverhampton. underneath the motorway. I couldn't tell you what motorway it is, probably the M6 or something like that. I have no idea. Somebody will put it in the chat, I'm sure. We can go up to 125. So we're going to do exactly that. M6 or M5, not sure. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure. It's one of those two, I think. I think the M5 stops around Birmingham, doesn't it? I don't know. I never remember how far up the M6 or the M5. I never remember how far the M5 goes, because we usually come off it and then join the M6, so I can never quite remember heading north. And then I know it runs into like, it runs to like Bristol, Avonmouth, that sort of way. That counts as a heckle. Does it? Okay, I suppose it does. Yes, it does count as a heckle, I suppose. I'll give you that. Right, let's go to the bingo card. And we'll say heckle. Where is the heckle? Oh, we also said shut the doors and no one picked up on it. So there you go. Can have that one. Is it that one? No, it's not that one. It's that one there. There we are. Okay. Not doing too badly on the bingo card tonight. Accelerating up to 120, 125. One of the things, of course, that we are, I suppose Amelia's waiting for with this, and there's not announcements as such for it on this Voyager, but she's probably waiting for the, if you see something that doesn't look right, speak to staff. Or text the British Transport Police on 61016. We'll sort it. See it, say it, sorted. Now obviously we do have on this route the Class 350 British Transport Police that does have that announced. Is it on this one or is it? I can't remember where. It is on this route. There you go. Jason put the command in for you. If you see something that doesn't look right, speak to staff or text British Transport Police on 61016. We'll sort it. See it, say it, sort it. There we are. She's smiling. Of course she is. There we are. Right. We're almost at 125 miles an hour. We're 5 miles out from Wolverhampton. AWS is pinging us. We do have a restriction that is suddenly throwing itself at us. We do need to go from 125 down to 40 in 0.8 miles. So that's helpful. Thanks. Cheers, then, game. We're going to be way over 40 miles an hour when we hit that restriction. I don't know, actually, we might be alright. Call it a bonus helping you slow down for wolves. Why would I want to slow down for wolves? I want to get through it as quick as possible, right? There we are, right. I always do it the wrong way around. It's supposed to be high-low rather than low-high. I always do it wrong. Right, back up to speed. I know we've only got 3.4 miles and we're not going to get to 125 before we hit wolves. That's a very good point. I have to suffer it next week. Managed to get a fast service to Euston, but stop her on the way home. Ooh. Oh dear. And I assume you're headed towards Chatham in Kent for reasons that I know. But reasons that you probably are sworn to secrecy to say. Let's start to slow down. Yeah, we should have slowed down a lot more than that. Not immediately, no. Touring London too. Next week? Not this week coming, the week after. Oh shoot. We're going up on the 19th. 19th and 20th we're over in London. Ah, 13th to 15th. I see. We haven't quite managed to get our London trip synced up. Never mind. Fast service down, only I've got to worry about Crewe, Nuneaton and then Milton Keynes Central. Yeah.
We are now approaching Wolverhampton. Please take all your belongings with you.
Please mind the gap between
Yeah, I
the
mean,
train and the platform,
because we're going
and take care when
Northampton
stepping down
towards
from
the end of August. We're going via London and Euston. I didn't fancy changing at Birmingham. So we're going into London and going out via London and Euston. But I've said this already. Oh, okay. Home it's Coventry, Brum Inn, New Street, Sandwell and Dudley, Wolves, Stafford, Crewe, Warrington Bank, Key and Wigan, North Western. Yeah. Here we are.
This is Wolverhampton. This is a cross-country service to
Actually, it's not a cross-country
Burnham
service.
Street.
It's the Grand Central service, but okay, I suppose. It's a cross-country service being run by Grand Central on this occasion, but yeah, whatever. So yeah, we depart Wolverhampton shortly and we make our way to Birmingham. Yeah. We've got a 4-minute wait. No idea why, but we've got a 4-minute wait. We're not early. Were we early? That would be something if we were early, right? I don't think we were early. We'll have a look when we finish the route. I don't believe we were early. Just got a 4-minute wait for no reason. Okay, so while we're waiting, I will just go and see if there's any route tasks about. Got a 323 coming in there. Grab those papers. That's loud. It's not looking. Any more route tasks here? Yes. Grab that one. Non-working lift. Okay. If that's even a lift, I assume it is. There is a defib over there. There we are. A defibrillator. Yeah, I can't say it. I'm not even going to try. There's a thing down there. Is that a thing down there? No, it's not. One of them heart things. I don't know. Defibrillator. There we are. I can't say it. Close the doors. Let's get it back in the seat. We'll wait. We'll just wait now. We'll just sit and wait. And, yeah, mock me for not being able to say defibrillator. Probably what we were waiting for, that 323 to come in. I don't really know. We've got another minute to wait. We'll get the doors closed. Just call it a defib. Yeah, it's a defib. One of them things, paddles. Heart paddles, yeah. Electric shock machines, I don't know. Defib, yeah. Come on. Right, 30 seconds and we will depart. All trains stop at Wolves for a few minutes for pathing reasons. There we are, Jason's the man in the know. And we've got another 323 coming in. And we've got an Avanti just heading out. Or is it stopping? It's stopping. Excuse me. Right, we will make our way out.
The next station is
Why is it saying unlock doors?
Street. This is a cross-country service to Bournemouth.
Why is it saying unlock doors? I've already stopped. Is that a bug? I've already loaded the passengers. What? The doors were open. I had the doors open. It's a double objective. Okay. Bit weird. You can tell I've not run this route much. I think the last time I ran it, it crashed every time, so I just gave up. Speeding out of Wolverhampton, trying to make a quick getaway. Because why wouldn't you? So, there's Transport for Wales. I'd hope you drove it, not ran it. There we are, there's Transport for Wales service coming in. And we are heading out. I would potentially give you another beam there, but I already gave it to you earlier when we were running the line into Plymouth. But I have been on this line. 4 dock boxes on a 3-hour journey. Think I'd rather take a Voyager for 3 hours instead. Yeah. Wow, I've been on a Voyager for longer than that, of course. I went up to Leeds from Plymouth. When I went up to Leeds from Plymouth. And, oh, well, we were on a Voyager when we went to Halifax. Not when we went up for our honeymoon, but the year before that, I can't remember when it was, but we went up to Halifax, and that was a Voyager. On the Grand Central. It was a Grand Central Voyager, yeah. Let's accelerate up to 75 as we do the last 11 miles. Hopefully we make it, touch wood, the game won't crash on us. I was tempted to take a screenshot, but I won't. I don't want to risk the game crashing because we've done things outside of driving the train. Yeah. So I have been on this particular piece of the line, and obviously I've been through Birmingham You don't get a bingo for it because we've already had the bingo earlier on. Right. 8.9 miles to go. And we need to go down to 60 with accelerating. We need to slow down apparently. And just as we slow down, the speed increase. Goodness me. Alongside the canal. These speed limits are kind of all over the place. Five 5.4 miles left. I want to increase my speed, but I know I need to go down to 65, so we're going to start reducing speed. 6 minutes to go to make it into Birmingham on time. I think we'll be alright. We need to start slowing down because we've got a 40 coming up. I'll give her a little bit more braking. Again from Amelia, thank you. Hoping this train, there was a minor freeze then, which had me worried, and the tunnel texture's not great. You get down to 10 miles an hour.
We are now approaching Birmingham New Street. Please take all your belongings with you.
Please mind the gap between the train and the platform, and take care when stepping down from the train.
Here we are then, approaching Birmingham New Street. Voyager over there, 350, another 350 there, and we have, I'm assuming, a Pendolino. Nighttime, daytime. Ah, yes. And coming into Birmingham proper. Unlock the doors, let the passengers on and off, as it were. Our service ends here. The light baking is shot. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Let's lock our doors. And that's objective complete and route complete. It's 5 to 10. We don't have time to run another service, which is a shame because I was hoping that I could just very quickly jump onto a 350 and do a quick service. I mean, we've got 5 minutes. We might be able to go a little bit over, right? I don't know. The reason being is so that Amelia can hear the 61016. That's the only reason. We'll do it. We'll do a quick one. And we'll end as soon as we hear the 61016 thing. Right, to the trains. We'll go train depot. 350. There, well, that one. We'll go that one. "28-minute service." We're not going to do the full run. We are literally just going to run it. Wolverhampton to Walsall. Yeah. So we are just literally going to run that one. One of those. So we're going to do one of those. We're not going to do the full 28-minute run. That would put us into, well, very much the late hours. We're not going to do that. Just so that Amelia can hear the 61016. There we are, the August 25th, 2026, 5 o'clock in the afternoon. There we go. Right, let's get set up. And this is the British Transport Police one, so it does say here, report crime or incidents on your train at your station discreetly, let's make a difference, British Transport Police. So this is the official British Transport Police 350 with a random thing on the back, and then that one. That one looks orange, I don't know why it looks orange. Maybe it's either my monitor settings or the game. The light baking, as Jason has said. Anyway, right. This is 350, yeah, 235. British Transport Police, yeah. Had to use the BTP service in real life too. I don't know if I've used a BTP service in real life. I haven't. Anyway, right. We are waiting about 30 seconds. We'll get the doors locked. I meant alerting. Huh? Oh. Oh, you had to use the alerting the BTP service in real life, did you? Oh gosh, that doesn't sound good. Okay, so we're just waiting for departure. Apparently double stop.
Welcome aboard this West Midlands Railway
Here we go,
service
right.
to Wolverhampton. We'll be calling at Smethwick Rolfe Street, Smethwick Galton Bridge, Sandwell and Dudley, Dudley Port, Tipton, Coseley, and Wolverhampton. Please familiarise yourself with the safety notices displayed throughout the train.
This is British Transport
Here we go.
Police. If you notice something out of the ordinary, speak to a member of staff or text us on 61016 and we'll get it sorted. That's 61016. See it, say it, sorted.
There we go, and right on the stroke of 10 o'clock as well. Right, with that done, and hopefully Amelia heard it, we're going to call it a night, I think, as we go into this dark tunnel. And we will see you next week on the next one. I will decide what we run in terms of services and routes, and I shall put it up on the YouTube in good time for you all. Thank you very much to all of you for joining. I shall see you very soon. Take care for now. Bye bye. And Nightbot. Just to end, Nightbot pops in with the if you see something that doesn't look right. Right, I'm off. See you soon. Bye bye.